Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Today I wanted to talk to you really quick about the know, like, and trust factor. I feel like that's something that is going in and out of everybody's ears on a consistent basis. Everybody's talking about the know, like, and trust factor and how you have to have it in order to have clients and to have fans and people coming on your list and listening to you and watching your videos, etc. People won't buy from you if you don't have the know, like, and trust factor, right? Guess what? This is what I found because I actually feel like I was able to develop my know, like, and trust factor pretty early on, luckily, because like I said, it was just so repeated to me over and over and over how important it was to make sure that people knew who I was, they liked me, and that they could trust me, so that I gave off that trustworthy vibe, whatever that means, right? So here's also what I found is that actually wasn't enough, especially early on in my business. I feel like I had tons of people that would follow me and that would watch my videos and would engage with me, but then they weren't converting into paying clients. I mean, I literally spent almost a year seeing videos, posting on social media, and building a group and a community and all that, but I didn't have the paying clients that I wanted for a really, really long time. So what changed? What is it that you really need to have in order to convert followers and fans to paying clients? Now, let me start with saying one thing, that just because you have tons of followers doesn't mean they're all going to turn into clients, no matter how amazing you are, right? There's just going to be those people who are just either in their excuse land, drama city, or they're just not ever going to invest the way that you know that they should, right? So there's going to be those people, right? But I'm talking about the people who maybe you're kind of leaving on the table, so to speak, who could have been paying clients a long time ago, but because you didn't have this one thing nailed down, they are still just kind of watching your freebies, and they know you, they like you, they trust you, but they're just not willing to pull out their wallet and actually invest. And here's the thing that's missing. It's them seeing the urgency of needing to work with you. So what does that mean for you? That means that you really need to understand what the consequences will be of them not working with you, and communicating that to them through your videos, through your marketing, through how you're showing up online. So if they don't really understand the importance and the consequences of not working with you, they're not actually going to fork over the money to work with you, especially if you're a coach or a consultant and you charge a premium price. They may buy your, $30 course, maybe your $100 course, but that's about it, because they don't truly see the consequences. And so the most successful personal brands, most successful coaches and consultants that I've seen out there really nail this. And the reason that they're so successful is because they really understand how to communicate that to their audience, and how to communicate the need for these people to work with them, and not just this, oh, it'd be nice, and maybe someday when I have the money, I'll work with them. And that's what I see a lot of people missing. So people who are either doing lives all the time, or who are putting themselves out there, or who have this business, but they just are not converting. They're not converting as many clients as they want to be. And it's just because their people don't really understand why they need to be working with them. So for example, if you're a health coach, or you do any kind of health, anything related to health, a fitness trainer, a personal trainer, what are the real consequences of someone not working with you? Is it just that, oh, they're not going to lose those 20 pounds? Or could it mean that they're eventually going to continue their emotional eating pattern and continue to literally eat themselves to their death, right? It literally could mean that for them. It could mean, because when you don't have healthy habits, when you don't take care of your body, when you eat out of emotions or eat out of an addiction, so to speak, eventually you're going to have some kind of disease, because you're not taking care of it. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? And eventually that could lead to death. And so that's literally the consequence. And thinking about that person probably has a family. What does that mean for the rest of their family, for the rest of the people that they love, right? Maybe they don't see that connection, and that's why they think, oh, I really can't afford to, spend $2,000 to work with a health coach, because blah, 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 I don't have the money, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. But they don't really understand what the consequences of continuing the path that they're going will actually mean for them. One of my really good friends, one of my besties, I was just talking to her about this the other day. So she works with teenage girls. She works with their moms, right? And we were talking about what is actually going to happen to these girls if they stop working with you or if they choose to not work with you. And obviously she's talking to the moms, right? But what is actually going to happen? And she was telling me, like, we were talking through this, and she said, yeah, the girls who have stopped working with me in the past, they literally went off and got pregnant and started doing drugs and just dropped out of school. And then their moms had to essentially take care of this child for them, which means they won't get to retire and they won't get to, do the things that they thought they were going to be doing at that point in their lives. Instead, they're actually now a mother of their child's child, right? And so literally that was the consequence. And she was telling me the story of this one person who that's literally what happened. And this person at the time, she was like, oh no, I can't invest in your coaching because I'm going on a cruise and we just don't have the money for it and blah, 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 right? And so she literally had this dire consequence happen. Like the thing that she didn't think could happen did happen. And so we were talking about it, and I was telling my friend, I was like, if she would have seen that coming, I'm sure she would have sacrificed her cruise, to make sure that she invested in her daughter and that she invested in your coaching. And at that point, $10,000, who cares what you would have charged for it? I'm sure a mother would have tried to come up with that money to save her daughter, right? If you are in any type of coaching or consulting, and it's something, whatever you do actually can change lives and can have such a negative consequence if they don't work with you, that's something that you need to communicate to your audience. And that's where I see a lot of people just falling through the cracks and just not getting this right. So if you can get this right, that's where people are going to realize, oh, I really need to work with you. This is actually something that is not, it's not a luxury. It's, if I don't work with you, I could literally die. I could lose my family. I could lose my daughter. I could lose my business. I might have to go back to a 9-to-5 job. Whatever it is. I know that that's a consequence of people who work with me. Either they'll stay stuck at their 9-to-5 that they love so much, or they'll have to go back to one. So, or they'll be sacrificing time with their family, or just being stuck in that financial prison, right? If their business doesn't take off. So those are just some of the examples. And that's the thing that you need to figure out for you. What is the consequence of someone not working with you? And communicating that so clearly so that people know and people feel that urgency. People are not going to take big action that's out of their comfort zone until they have some kind of pain that they're trying to get out of. And that's just the reality of that's human psychology. So this is something that you need to nail down, not only for your marketing and your visibility and your videos, but for your sales calls, your sales conversations. And you should be able to help those people see that very, very clearly. So that's what I have for you today. If you know that you're needing help with this, what you're trying to do online with your online business is just not working because you don't really quite understand those consequences, or you are having trouble conveying that authority and power on your videos and on your content and on your online visibility, let's talk, okay? I have the link in the description, DesiCurley.com/apply. I have a free 50-minute brand visibility breakthrough session for anybody who's on this boat. I have just limited spots available this next week. A lot of times I get people that said, oh, I waited too long and now there's no spots left. So if that's you, please go ahead and apply. And you know that you're ready to get that help that you need, and you're tired of winging it and tired of Googling your business, YouTubing your business, and not having a step-by-step process to actually creating a personal brand that gives massive value and that changes people's lives. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.